Hey everyone, Paul here from BrayonBushcraft. Thanks for joining me again. So today I just wanted to add on a bit from my last video. I didn't plan on this being a series, but I felt that there's more I wanted to add for winter camping and survival and stuff. So stick around and we'll get a little more into this winter survival camping. So don't go away. Welcome back guys, and thank you for watching. So as you can see from around me, we gotten a little bit of snow here. The temperature's dropping every week. Not as much as up at the cabin up north. We got 2-3 feet up at my cabin right now from what I hear from my family. But it is getting colder here. I don't know about where everyone is from and stuff, how your weather is here, but if you do get some cold winter temperatures, you do want to plan for winter camping, survival situation in a different manner as you would in the summer. The biggest thing to remember in the winter time is that the consequences can be deadly for bad decisions. So you always want to be prepared as much as you can. And wearing layers is a good way to start, because the last thing you want to do is sweat, and when you're overexerting yourself, even if it's just walking a quick pace or building a shelter or something like that. Les Stroud's real famous for saying, you sweat, you die. And I totally agree with that. You really want to maintain being warm but not sweating, because once you sweat you can just start getting hypothermia, and it's all downhill from there. It can be very deadly in this time of the year if you're out overnight or lost or in a survival situation. As well as wearing layers, you also want to make sure that your feet, your hands, and your ears are all well protected. It's very important. That's the first place you're going to get frostbite, is on your toes, your fingers, your ears and stuff. So having good headgear, gloves, and good boots, warm socks is the #1 place to start for staying warm, in my opinion. And it's never a bad idea to keep an extra pair of wool sock in your bag, so when you're going to bed at night, if you are camping overnight, you have a nice warm pair of socks to put on your feet. You're going to be very glad you did when you get into your sleeping bag and your feet are nice and toasty. And you want to make sure you have a fire reflector and a very good shelter, like a Mortskahansky super shelter, where you can do a modified lean-to with a plastic drop sheet at the front, so that you're keeping more of your heat inside your shelter. You don't need as big of a fire. Also, to go with a long fire is a very good option to go to. And you want to remember to start your shelter early, because this time of the year, I don't know about your area, but around here 5:30 in the afternoon, and it's starting to go dark already. So you want to make sure you have plenty of time and don't get caught in the dark. And don't forget about the importance of firewood, like I mentioned in my last video. One thing I'd like to add that is not mentioned a lot is to bring extra food, because it's a lot easier to stay warm on a full stomach. And don't forget about water too, because a lot of people forget their water intake to keep up on it when it's cold outside. And you can get dehydrated in the cold weather and not notice it. So it's a good idea to keep up on your water intake and not forget to have a drink of water here and there. Also, the value of fire starting material is also very important, because if you are getting shiverish and you're shaking and starting to feel hypothermia coming on, starting a fire will be that much more difficult. So if you do have some wax cotton pads or something, or fat wood or anything to start a fire easier, it's going to help you that much faster to get a fire going. So very important to have some good fire starting material in the cold weather. So to finish this off with, my final tip is, never rely on your footprints in the snow to find your way back to where you came from, because as soon as it starts snowing, they might be gone forever. So always have a compass or a good means to find your way back, so that you're not relying on something that could be erased by a little bit of snowfall. So there you go guys, just some tips that help you out in the cold weather, whether it's camping or a survival situation or just going hiking or anything like that. It's never a bad idea to be prepared, and in wintertime it's that much more important when the consequences can be fatal. So thank you for everything that you do for me, my family, and my channel, and until next time guys, I'll see you all out in the woods.